We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Mets. Almost time for these two to square off right after this. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Now batting, Luis Arias. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Minnesota, the second baseman, Luis.
First pitch of the at-bat. In the air out to straightaway left. Smith is right there, and it's a very quick out number one.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. One out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
The 1-2. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And this is taken in for the second out.
Batting third.
Digging in, Nelson Cruz. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. The 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. Down go the Twins in order, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life, 94 to 97 miles an hour, power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all three pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Strike one to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to take it is Cruz, and that's the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman,
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. Here comes the first pitch.
At the ball.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 6.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone.
And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
First offering on its way.
Yeah. 0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Off the plate. 1 ball,
1-0.
1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he misses. 2-1.
Aye.
2-2. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go. Digging in, Miguel Sano.
The first baseman, number 22, Miguel Sano.
First pitch on its way.
Aye.
The windup and the 0-1.
No, that's down.
And he struck him out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's got a 3-for-7 line. He's taken him deep once. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
1-1.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Mitch Garver, sent out to straightaway center field. Settling under it is Marisnik for out number 2. At the plate, Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And it's 1-1.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues. Middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Coming to the plate now, Wilson Ramos. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
To the plate now, Dominic Smith. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. One and two to Dominic Smith.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's Jake Marisnick. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation for the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
So now to the plate, Jacob deGrom, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. The 0-1 offering, and he fouls this one off. Ramos, the runner at third. Marisnick on at second with 2 down. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Here's the 0-2, and he got him, minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on the show right after this. Coming to the plate now, Max Kepler. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
The center fielder, Max Kepler.
Here comes the first pitch. Kepler is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this. But, man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Max Kepler is retired to start the third. First offering on its way. In there, no balls and a strike.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Luis Arraez.
Into the box now, Luis Arraez. He swings and grounds it to short. Rosario's got it cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
bottom of the inning now. Digging in to try it again, Ahmed Rosario. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. Now here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Cruz has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So here's Jeff McNeil. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that's in there for a strike. Runner at first here, one man out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. And again, a throw over. Runner back safely. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. 1-2, here it comes.
2-2, yeah.
Now a move over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 2-2.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Up next to the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Now in the box, Pete Alonso looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Fouled away. And he hits the corner with that one. 2-2.
2-2.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Mets strand one, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jorge Polanco comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Jorge Polanco.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Stepping into the box, Nelson Cruz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the pitch. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. It remains 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Hit down the third base line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Throwing to second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Wilson Ramos is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Next up from New York, Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 1 thus far. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Smith is a first baseman, of course, but he can also be found in the outfield, as is the case in this one. And it's quickly 0-2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
At the plate, Jake Marisnick, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-0. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The third baseman, number 20.
Josh Donaldson digging in now.
Donaldson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded softly down the line toward first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
In now, Mitch Garver, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. One and 2 to the Twins catcher.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
To the plate now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Here's Here's a drive out to left center field. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. So stepping in, Jose Barrios, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike.
Hey, great arm action on that changeup right there. You come up to the plate with runners in scoring position, you're going to be super aggressive. I don't fault that guy for swinging through.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Arias. No hits to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. And it's 1-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
One and two. Here it is. Bases are loaded here. Two down. Liner in there for a base hit. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
The batter, number 11.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco, as he takes a cold strike on the black. It's 0-1. Swing and a line drive. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 2 and possibly all 3 home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he's out on the tag. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Mets 1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Standing in, Jacob deGrom, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
That's a ball.
A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit on the ground to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in once again, Ahmed Rosario. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch on its way. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Still even at 2-2. And another foul ball. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. So striding forward now, J.D. Davis. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Stepping in, Nelson Cruz. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Miguel Sano. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. And he's finding new life out there in the 6th inning as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Into the box now, Josh Donaldson. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. That's inside. 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Fouled off. Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses inside. A ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
A runner on first with 2 away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Eddie Rosario would be next. The 3-1. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Justin Wilson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Eddie Rosario will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Mets 1. Stepping up to the plate, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Line towards center field. Kepler is right there, 1 down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. One out, nobody on. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. One 0 count. Here it is. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
He's set. Here it comes. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Rosario. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Kepler.
Here comes the first pitch. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Popped up. Davis is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jose Barrios. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1's the count.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Behind 0-2 now. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2.
Well, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options for whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
At the plate now, Luis Arias. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
So a two-run homer down the line in right field as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Up next for the Twins.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
The next Twin up, Nelson Cruz. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Has a look, now the pitch. Yeah. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
0-1, here's the pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Michael Wacha comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 45, Michael Wacha.
Miguel Sano will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike 1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Standing in now, Josh Donaldson, as he hits one on a line to left field. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. The relay on to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first pitch fastball all the way, and that's exactly what he got. Nice job to rip it down the line and drive in a run at the same time. He'll feel good about that one.
Stepping in, Mitch Garver. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
He's set and the pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And low, it's a ball and a strike. 3 runs already home here. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And he fouls this one off. And there's a base hit on the line. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's now 7-1.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Four runs here in this half inning. Two 2-1 pitches. That circle change swung on and missed. 2-2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2. Max Kepler would be next. The 3-2 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High in the air. Marisnik is under it. And that retires the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Twins 7 and the Mets 1. Striding into the box, Dominic Smith. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
1-1.
Outside, 2-1. And now a pitch on the way.
That's ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Fouled away. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two. No one out with a runner at second. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Robinson Cano will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And he takes ball one. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Up next to the net.
As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. No balls and a strike to count. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
Again, another foul ball. Second and third here, one man out. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Hard hit ball to short, and that's through into left field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Tyler Duffy will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Byron Buxton will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Playing left and batting 9, number 25, Byron Buxton.
At the plate, J.D. Davis, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 1-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. The 1-2.
is swung on and missed. He got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Breaking ball stays high and misses for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-1 home. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First offering on its way.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
2 out, bases loaded. One and one the count now. Looking to minimize the damage here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Twins 7 and the Mets 2. Paul Sewald has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Settling in now, Max Kepler. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Max Kepler.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's the 0-1.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Byron Buxton now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here's the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way.
That's a ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Ball,
and
1
it looks
strike.
now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-1 home. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. The 1-2. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Luis Arias. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Yeah, and that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-2. Digging in now, Michael Conforto, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3-for-3 thus far.
Michael Conforto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's low.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a field thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So coming to the plate, Dominic Smith. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Fouled off. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. Do you think you can drive it? But it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Jake Marisnick is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Eduardo Nunez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Polanco. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Jeurys Familia enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Jeurys Familia.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Polanco. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Familia primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
Count now a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
The count is 2 and 1.
This ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Counts even. 2-2 for Polanco. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
And a great start to the 9th, as this ought to be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz
1-0.
as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Cruz awaits the 1-0.
Yeah.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-1 is a slider taken for a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnik is under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
The first baseman.
Here's Miguel Sano. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
A 2-ball, 1 strike count to the Twins first baseman. The 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch, and he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Into the box, Josh Donaldson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0.
1-1.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the payoff pitch home. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. They're on top 7-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Tyler Clippard is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Marwin Gonzalez will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7-hole in the lineup. In now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A 3-ball, 1 strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, J.D. Davis. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Now the 1-0. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
Now batting.
Stepping up now, Jeff McNeil. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Clippard, a Kentucky-born ball player. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2003 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Pulled toward right center field. Kepler's on the move, and he tracks it down, and this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Minnesota used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jose Barrios gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 7 runs to 11 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.